Hi, so I watched the 3 videos on counseling sessions: brainstorming, homesick, and dancing or helping. So in each video, the counselors definitely had their own counseling style, but each was what I would expect out of a counseling session. So the first thing that I noticed is all of the counselors were really respectful of their clients. They didn't trivialize their problems or show a lot of emotion during the sessions. The atmosphere of the session looked to be really nice. One thing that we've talked about is not wanting to have really fluorescent lights or bright colors that would distract the client, but still wanting it to look like a clinical atmosphere, and I think that each session did that. The counselors all used the techniques that we've talked about in the book, whether it be reflecting, paraphrasing, using encouragers, and summarizing. So in the brainstorming video, the counselor used a lot of reflections. He didn't ask a lot of questions or use a lot of encouragers, but you could tell that he was paying attention to the client and really zoning in on what he was saying through those reflections. In the homesick video, the counselor used a lot of encouragers. She said and yeah after a lot of what the client said. You could really tell that she was paying attention to what that client said. She also did not ask a lot of questions, but she did reflect and summarize. In the dancing or helping video, the counselor asked a lot of questions. They were open-ended questions, and they were questions that allowed the client to really talk about their feelings. This tended to be my favorite counseling style, just because to me this seems like more of a conversation and there was less awkward silence, which I think makes me a little uncomfortable, and that's one thing that I know I'll have to work on as a counselor. So my question for this video is, how do you ask questions without it making it feel like an interview, and what do you know is the appropriate amount of questions to keep it seeming like a conversation and feel a little more casual?